TakuyaSugi here with a new character on Korean Lost Saga. This is a premium. It's called Jin-mo-ri, I believe, and it's from the same series as Yumira is. I believe it's called God of High School. So let's see if it's as OP as Yumira is. So 4-hit D attack. Fourth hit will actually launch someone up into the air, and that'll allow you to actually do the 4-hit D attack again if your launcher connects. But you can't do it 3 times in a row. As you can see, he got knocked back a little bit further out of your reach on the second go around. So yeah, pretty straightforward D attacks. Not the best range, but you are stepping into your attacks. And they are pretty quick, so not too bad. You have a half D on this character. Your half D will lunge forward like this and do a little flinch. And you can have a new D string off your half D. So you have a 4-hit D string off your half D. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 4th hit will do a little stun feint if it connects and drop someone to the ground. So really nice half D combo there. But we're not done with the half D combo. During your half D attacks, or after your first half D, you have the option to do 2 different attacks during your half D. You can press left, left, or right, right, either one. And you can do this little wind up double kick here. And if you do this at the end, you'll get a little bit more knockback than just if they're not fainted. As you can see there, it's a nice little knockback. But the best part of this thing is, let me go and show you. I gotta put on a different gear for this. If I can find the right gear tab. Oh, this is the wrong character. Musketeer doesn't need that gear. Actually, that would be okay for Musketeer. But you can see here, if you connect with your first hit of the left, left, or right, right, it works as a guard breaker. It broke the ice. So at any point during your combo, if you want to use this, this will work as a guard breaker for you, the first part of it. If you only connect the second part of the kick, it's not going to work as a guard breaker. So it's not a double guard breaker, but the first part works as guard breaker. Hard to explain that. So yeah, you can throw that out at any time during the combo. So think of like a Muay Thai kind of style of pressure you can use as a tactic behind this character. Might as well keep that helmet on for a minute. Also, you have a up, up, or down, down option during your half D. You can see this works as a little sweep and launches someone into the air. So at the end of the combo, you can use this sweep to launch someone into the air and do some combos. Because otherwise, your regular Ds or your half D will actually lift sometimes, but it's a little bit tricky getting it to lift all the time. But it's a little bit more reliable to do the sweep instead. We can go ahead and try the... yeah, it's a little bit tricky. The up, up, and down, down attack does hit grounded, but you can see here, it doesn't really launch them that high, but that could be good for teammates to pick up off that juggle, or it can be a nice little situational right next to the edging tool. So nice stuff with the half D there. So your half D is going to be a major part of your arsenal behind this character, especially with that sweet guard breaker. So moving on, we do have a hold D on this character, but we'll do that in a little bit. It's going to be a form change and adds new attacks. So we'll finish up the default forms attacks here. So dash attacks, you have 3-hit dashers. So these are light versions. It's a 4-hitter. It's actually 3 hits of your D button, but the one attack works as 2 hits for 1 hit. And the 4th hit there will actually launch someone into the air, and you can juggle off of that. This does not lift off feint either, though, so you're going to have to be careful about your feints and not use the wrong attack. And you do have the option to press your hold D during your combos. You can start at the very beginning. You can see here, if you want to stop it there and get a nice easy feint, you can. But if you want to continue the combo with light attacks, you can. You can press your light attacks after your hold D, and that'll help you launch someone to the air. Or you can do, you can do 1 hit of your light attack, then the hold D, then the other light attack for a launcher. Or if you want to get really, really crazy, and this is pretty crazy here, you can hold D 3 times in a row, and watch how you can use this to your advantage. So you can feint 3 people in a row just by hold D 3 times in a row. Just think about the possibilities behind that. Even if someone blocks you, you can just keep hold D-ing at them, or you can change directions and feint other people. Pretty crazy set of attacks there with the dash attack. But yeah, you can see the options behind that are pretty tremendous. So moving on, jump attacks. So your regular jump attack without double jumping is going to do this little arrow style slam down, and you can press your D hit, air D 2 times after that. And that'll give you some nice stuff to work with. Otherwise, you can double jump. You'll you'll get these two little spin attacks in the air, which could potentially feint if you could really master it. But I don't know if that's possible or not. Maybe DevK is too short. But you can see both attacks do a half feint, so that's pretty nice. So potentially, if you double jump someone, you can actually follow it up with this light D jumper, and that'll guarantee you something out of that. Or maybe, you can do a lot of crazy stuff off of that. Half feints are pretty workable with jumps. You'll just have to discover it. I can't really practice it too much right now. So that's it for jumpers, and let's go ahead and check out our one defensive passive ability. It's going to be a counterattack. 2, 3. Robot's getting all crooked. Look at him. He's hitting the wrong direction. That confused me. He got past my defenses by confusing me. Jerk. So it's a 2-hit counter. It knocks down. So pretty simple. So now we get to the passive. So you have a 35 bar passive, and it charges with whatever you're doing. If you swap, you do lose it, so you have to stay on the character to get it. Let me go ahead and freeze here and swap into it. So once you transform, you do a little slam down. That does break someone's guard if you transform. But you can't swap during this mode. You're stuck in it till it runs out. But you move a lot faster, and you have a deflect ability on your defense. You can see you deflect when you have your staff out. And you do have a tiger tail option as well, so let me go ahead and get hit down. But each time you get hit, you're losing like 3 ticks of your passive. But you can see I got up off the ground with like a tiger tail style of passive on this guy. When he's transformed anyway. So let's check out the attacks now. So 3-hit basic. Pretty simple. Last hit stuns, just like Yumira's would. Just not as drastically as quick, but it does have good range on it. And it does lift off that too, so you can do that twice in a row. Also, you have a half D on this character. If it has any follow-ups, I haven't discovered them, but it looks like it's pretty much a simple knockback as far as I can tell. I can't really find anything crazy about it. There might be something crazy about it. I might have missed a lot of things behind this character. I don't know yet. I've looked for as much as I could. So the half D, it looks like it's just a frontal AoE kind of knockback thing with good range on it. I can't summon a whole crowd, unfortunately, because I can't bring up my menu or nothing. Let me see, maybe. No, I can't. Bummer. But we'll go into the other attacks here. So dash attacks. So these are your light attacks. So it's very quick and long range knockback, 2-hit knockback. So if the first hit attacks, it's just a little flinch. So your second hit isn't guaranteed, but you do get a really nice knockback out of it. I'll go ahead and show it on the pirate here. So really nice knockback. So potentially, if you like stun someone off your basic, you can do a 2-hitter off of that and get an easy edge. Otherwise, you have a hold D option behind your dasher, and this is a really crazy move as well. So your hold D dasher, as you can see there, it's a really long range stun feint kind of move. You can see it does stun for a long time at really long range. So effective range is probably right around here. I would recommend doing it around there, so you can get some easy stuff off of that. This will actually go through crowds as well, so you can feint multiple people with this hold D runner. Let me go ahead and crowd up the robots here, since I can't bring up my NPC crowd. So you can see, stun pretty much all of them. Pretty crazy. So jump attacks, 1, 2. It looks like Hongil Dung's jump attack. Both hits work as half feints. A little bit tricky getting 2 hits. Maybe it's just because it's DevK, but I can't get that second bar out. So whatever. You also have a hold D jumper, and this will actually hit grounded and knock someone down. If this guard breaks, I do not know. I can't really test it without. I guess we can go ahead and show you the hold D, and we'll test that a second go around. So hold D, you can see it's your hold D is actually better than the half D. It uses your passive bar though. So if you use your hold D, it's going to be a completely 360-degree knockback on everyone around you. But we're out of the passive bar. You can see it charging up there if you want to see how fast it charges. It doesn't charge that fast. You can see if you swap, it does go away. So one thing to keep in mind. So let's go ahead and put the skills back on and show you the skills. This video is so long because this guy has so many attacks. So let's go ahead and show the skills here. So weapon skill. Your weapon skill is a little bit funny. I'll show you the second go around why it's funny. But right now it's fully charged with a red kind of wing skill icon there. If you're on a frontal fireball kind of thing, that does fall damage. But you can see right there it has a double charge. So right there, once it's fully charged, you can actually use it. But if you allow it to charge a little bit more, it's going to give a better effect. Let's go ahead and compare the effects. So DevK is a little bit low health. Let's go ahead and respawn him. So I'm going to show you the red effect and then show you the blue effect. So here's the red effect, the second charge of it. Charges on its own. So you can see it's knocking him back pretty far. But if I use the blue effect, I'm going to show the blue effect again here. HQ charges fast, so here's the blue effect. Blue effect's more straight up and doesn't knock back as far. But let's show you the red effect one more time. Red effect takes them back a little bit more and carries them a little bit further. So for whatever that is worth, you know, you could use either effect for fall damage. It doesn't really matter. It just depends on whatever you want to do with it. So moving on, armor skill. Armor skill, pretty straightforward. You know, it's not got the best range on it, but you can see you kind of do some kind of weird kick and pile driver style slam down. I'm not sure if it's lag sensitive or not, but you know it's going to be worth a look at eventually for lag sensitivity. But you can juggle off this, so it's pretty nice for that. And this thing does hit grounded, so it's like pile driver 2.0 in my opinion. Just kind of a crazy spin slam down thing. Pretty cool. And helmet, your helmet, you pretty much like kind of rush through someone, and it does this like series of hits on them. I guess you ghost punch them so fast that you couldn't see the animation, and at the end of it, it does a feint. So you can do a lot of crazy stuff off that. And it does hit multiple people, I do believe. Let's check it out if it hits multiple people. Your weapon skill is, of course, going to hit multiple people, as you can see there. Pretty crazy. Nice range on that. And your armor, your helmet, show how many people it can hit here. So yeah, pretty effective AoE skill there, just in a straight line. And that does not hit grounded, I don't believe. Let's go ahead and check it out here. Let's see if it hits grounded. Nope, no ground hit. So moving on, Trinket. Trinket is really fun. Trinket, you do this kind of like whirlwind kick that does a stun feint style attack. You can see it's kind of like a point blank frontal thing. I'm not sure if it hits multiple people or not. Let's check it out here on my little crowd. Yeah, it does hit multiple people, so you get like 8 hits out of that, and it stuns them a long time at the end. And the bonus behind this, it does hit grounded as well, so a lot of nice stuff on this character, huh? Pretty cool. So that's about it, guys. Let me go ahead and swap back to the hold D for a second, just to check the, hold D air guard breaker, because I forgot to check that before. Let me go ahead and check it here. Check it. Ooh, Musketeer again. Why is it selecting my Musketeer? There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and transform. Do this quick. So yeah, no guard breaker behind that, and no guard breaker behind that, no guard breaker behind that. Hold D uses 15 bars of your passive. I should have summoned the crowd before doing that, huh? But you can see here, it's a 360-degree knockback, and it does knock back pretty far. So pretty crazy. And there may be attacks I miss, guys. It's just the nature of my testing. I can't read the training manual or nothing on this character. I just have to figure out things on my own. So this video's ran long, so I'm not going to try and do a combo. I might come up with a video, but I am going on vacation tomorrow, actually, so combo video might not be for a couple weeks. So yeah, I might not even be able to cover the next hero or do any other videos for a couple weeks. So I hope to see you guys in a few weeks after my vacation, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I thank you guys for watching. See you next time.